Congressman, it's great to have you on the show again.
So good to be with you. Thank you.
I just have to ask you, though, here we are. Everything is hanging in the balance. The economy, middle-class incomes, taxes, you name it, and you and your fellow House members are not even going to work.
Well, wait, this is a 24-hour day job, 7 days a week. I'm actually here in New York tomorrow to look at some of your hospitals that were affected in Hurricane Sandy. We're going to be called upon to pass a large supplemental appropriation at some point, and I feel like I need to do the groundwork to investigate that for myself.
Look, you're doing work, but not all of the people you work with in Washington are. So just taking some time off before the holidays when this big issue is on the plate. I want you to hear what Nancy Pelosi had to say about this.
We most certainly should be here, and it came as quite a surprise, and I'm rarely surprised that the Republicans would leave. We came in Tuesday, and we left Wednesday at 12 o'clock noon with all that needs to be done, avoiding the conversation. Sounds like people don't want to be in town for some reason.
Now, does she have it right? Are the Republicans trying to avoid the conversation?
No, absolutely not. We had a hearing this morning in the Joint Economic Committee on this very issue. But you know, it's difficult. It is a one-sided conversation. We have put proposals out in May. There was a proposal or a reconciliation bill to stop or to reapportion the sequester that's going to happen on January 2nd. In July, we passed a bill extending all current tax rates for an additional year, for an additional 12 months, to allow time to undergo fundamental tax reform, which, you know, I think this is the big moment. This is the time to accomplish this.
Well, if it's a big moment, a whole lot of nothing is happening, and it's getting silly. I mean, I mentioned before that Harry Reid is spending time trying to figure out if they can get unbuttered popcorn in to watch Lincoln instead of doing the heavy lifting here, which is figuring out what to do about the fiscal cliff. And now Alan Simpson, who was head of one of the debt commissions, he's pretty silly, too. Take a look at Alan Simpson dancing.
The lasso again, and then the horse tack. Horse.
So this is Alan Simpson with his program, The Can Kicks Back, a play on kicking the can down the road. Is this going to catch people's attention? Is this going to get the ball down the field?
Well, look, what a lot of people are not noticing right now is that under current law, existing tax rates are going up a lot January 1st.
Right.
Now, the president says, oh, if we just go back a little bit to President Clinton's old tax rates. For one thing, Barack Obama's not going back to Clinton's tax rates because Clinton's tax rates obviously affected everyone, not just a small sliver of the population. But a 3.8% unearned income tax is kicking in on January 1st.
From Obamacare.
From Obamacare. Capital gains are going from 15 to almost 25%. Dividend taxes are going from 15% to almost 44% under current law without a thing being done as far as the President Obama wanting the taxes on the rich to go up. He's already done it. There's an additional almost 1% Medicare tax on people who earn over $250,000 a year.
That's an income tax, 0.9%.
It's a payroll tax strictly. It's added to the Medicare tax. It's taken out, makes a small stop in the trust fund, and then goes on to fund some other program that the president likes.